Hey man, what's Gucci with y'all, man? Hopefully everybody is straight, man. Everybody's mental is good. Everybody is doing well. What I want to first say is I am gonna start live streaming soon. I think life is all about evolving. I love doing the dating content on YouTube. I love reacting to videos. I love doing that shit. But oftentimes, by me doing it, I feel redundant by doing that shit at times. So for me, I think the biggest thing is that success leaves clues, right? Success leaves clues. And when I look at the greats, whether it's people in the content where I look at the DDGs, I look at whoever it is, right? When I look at DDG, right, he's always evolving his content. And the thing is, if you don't evolve, you die. Because the biggest thing for those of y'all that know who DDG is, one of the biggest things he says is that, it's one thing to become successful, but it's another thing to stay on top. The same thing happens with music artists, right? I pay attention to all this shit. A lot of, when I look at somebody like Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? I love Baby. But to people, his music got redundant. The same shit with DaBaby. The music got redundant. People wanting to hear different shit. So, and it's not that people want to hear different shit. They just don't want the message or just switch up the way you giving it out. So for me, I feel like with live streaming, I'm gonna be doing Q&As for y'all, so where I can answer y'all questions. Y'all can be more in tune with me, more personalized. And at first, I used to be against live streaming. That's something I never saw myself really doing like that. Or I did, but it was just way off in the future. But I feel like the universe been trying to tell me in these last couple weeks, that's what I need to do next. I've been talking to some homies and they've been saying the same shit. And I think that's my bigger message for the men in this video is I think what we got to understand is when something is not working, you got to switch shit up. If you're not getting the women you want, you got to switch the way you're going about doing it. Life is all about evolving and elevation. You got to evolve, you got to adapt, you got to get better because this world is moving so fast. So you got to keep a lot of, weapons in your arsenal. The other day I was watching the Kobe Bryant doc on HBO Max, and Kobe's one of my all-time favorite players. You know what I'm saying? He was the first era of basketball I watched in 2001. That's when I first started watching the NBA in 01. And it is so interesting when you look at Kobe's journey because he always in the doc they talked about how much he always felt alone, people didn't understand him. Because when you're chasing your dreams and you're trying to get to a certain destination, people are not going to understand. People are not going to understand. If you want to get the results you want out of life, you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to not be comfortable. Becoming successful is not comfortable, and it takes evolution. It takes growth, right? I guess that's the point I wanted to make from that doc, is that in life, you have to evolve. When I look at LeBron, when he first came in the game, he couldn't shoot. And then over the years, he got better. They're saying now that LeBron is a better shooter now at 40 than he ever was. And he's been in the league for 21, 22 years. So you have to evolve your game or you die like the fucking dinosaurs. Typically, when I see content creators fall off, typically it's because they become redundant. And a lot of times we get so self-absorbed, we're the last ones to know that we fell off. So, or a lot of people just give up. When things stop working, people just give up. They don't want to switch it up. They don't see no way out. So they kind of just give in. And these are all life lessons we can learn. And for me, I don't want to fall into that same trap. I love doing the dating content, but it's only so much I can say. So I have to give it to y'all in different formats. I met a guy, at the gym I go to that, he watches my content and, he watches I wasn't gonna say his name, but, I don't, but he watches my content and he was just talking about how he does photography for realtors, and he talks about he wants to do real estate. I think he said real estate type content. I can't remember what exactly he said, but we was just talking and I was telling him, man, It's all about the consistency to get better and improve. It's uncomfortable. Being a content creator is not fucking easy. A lot of people in this world want to like make content, but a lot of people in this world don't have the right mindset. A lot of people don't have the right motherfucker. People just want to go viral, and that's the thing. It's like virality. That's not. It's not real. It doesn't bring no monetary type of contribution to your life, because you have to be given value. That's what people don't understand. You got to give value. I say valuetainment. You got to give value while still be motherfucking entertaining at the same time. You got to be given edutainment. And also, I just want to speak to my people that's kind of going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had a lot of shit going on in my life the last 4 or 5 months, but I still got to show up each and every day at my best self. And I think a lot of times you have to see the light in the tunnel. You have to see that the storm is going to eventually pass. And I think a lot of people, we stay within that storm and we just live in that storm. We live in the comfortability. We live in the fact that, oh, I'll never get the woman I want. We live in the fact of all people are like this, all people are like that. We live in the self-pity. We live in, we live in these different things, and we don't want to put the work in to get out of the shit. But your mindset is very important, because you got to be open to you have to be open to leveling up yourself. A lot of times, I remember before I even had 200 subscribers, I did a consultation with a content creator I looked up to, and I remember I was telling him, man, I think I did everything I could do. I've done everything. And he was like, nah, bro. He was like, there's different things you can do. And I think a lot of times when we're not getting results in life, we're not open to other ideas. We're not open to constructive criticism. Because I remember like the last couple of weeks, I've been feeling redundant with my videos. And I was talking to a close associate of mine, and I was just kind of telling him, and he was like, bro, it's time. He was like, bro, it's time to switch the shit up. And that shit really hit me. He was like, bro, you need to start doing live streams so people can see your full personality and give it to them that way. So people can, really see who the fuck you are. And I was like, bro, you're right. So I think a lot of times you got to be open to constructive criticism, but also executing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I know this is a different type of video, but this is just what's been on my mind. It's like, you gotta switch the game up, bro, especially if you want to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at somebody like Baby, like it's kind of sad, like, and of course the whole thing around Baby is that he fell off, and it's like, it's unfortunate. You even look at DaBaby, right? People got tired of that what, I can't even do the beat, but y'all get me. Like, how DaBaby's type of sound is. Like, people got tired of that shit. He didn't switch it up. And if you get full of yourself and you don't switch your game up and evolve, you die. And that's the main message I want to have to y'all, is like, just being adaptable, evolving, changing shit up, not doing the same shit, because the definition of doing the same thing over and over is insanity. So it's all about switching the game up and elevating yourself and understanding that shit is mad uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to grow. It's uncomfortable as fuck, but you gotta do it. Because if you don't do it, you die. So that's my message to y'all, man. Hopefully that reached somebody, man. And guys, that's my video for today, man. Appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. And until the next time, deuces.